And now drop down into a bit of a squat. So as you come into the squat, still feel the inner arches of the feet lifting. The toes are gentle kickstands on the floor. And imagine this ball of energy that cycles to help keep the knees going outward. They'll tend to collapse in. We're going to keep them energetically moving out to help support this stance. And then in this stance, we drop the tailbone towards the earth while lifting the crown of the head skyward. And to connect to our swimming dragon, we stand a little taller, press the hands to one side, turn and look to the other. With a breath in, we come to the center, and a breath out, press away. Breath into the center. Breath out to shift the weight, press the hands away, turn to look to the opposite side, and a breath into center. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And let's pause here. We'll pause here just to feel a sense of power building. And also as a chance to connect to both the easy and the hard part of this. So there still can be a softness of the hands coming together, a softness of the chest, softness of the space between the shoulder blades, and the softness in the face. While we feel the obvious energy building into the legs. And for a moment, just feel both. And let's come to arrow position. So straighten the arms, palms facing towards each other. The palms connecting together as the soles of the feet connect to the floor. And return the thumbs to the sternum. And with a breath in, open. And a breath out. Breath in to open. Breath out. Heart to the sky. And then let's take swimming dragon a little further. So we'll come down into our squat position, feeling that ball of energy supporting the knees. Toes can point out just a bit. The tailbone drops, the crown of the head lifting skyward. And with a breath out, we press the hands to the side, pressing the opposite leg straight, shifting the weight, shifting the gaze. Side to side, coordinated with the breath. Breath into the center, breath out to press. And then we drop down into our swimming motion, stacking the elbows up on top of each other. Side to side weight shift. Staying as low as feels comfortable, safe, invigorating. And then begin to come a little taller, keeping the hands in front of the heart center, stacking the elbows, swimming a little higher. Hands come in front of the face. And then up overhead. Continuing to weight shift. And bringing ourselves right into arrow position. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, tuck the chin. Acknowledge the connection between the palms and the soles of the feet to the floor. Release. Heart to the sky. And let's step the feet in. Another expression of swimming dragon. Here we'll take a narrow stance. Thumbs resting on the sternum. And we're going to gather energy Bring that energy through the heart center, hands pressed to one side, hips go to the other side. We turn and look the same direction as the hips. Bring that energy through the heart center and then drop it low between the rib cage, the chest and the abdomen, the solar plexus. And then fingertips point down towards the floor as we press the other direction. Let's try that again. So we collect energy, bring it through the heart center, through the solar plexus. Fingertips point towards the floor as we bring it through the lower dantian. And that brings us into a swimming motion. So now, with feet together, come down into a squat, stacking the elbows on top of each other. Swimming. Hands in front of the heart center. Coming a little taller. Hands coming in front of the face, elbows stacking on top of each other. Hands overhead. And this time, raise the bubbling springs. We come into a sort of an arrow position, only with an arrow stance, and we lift the heels. So a little balance work, strengthening for the ankles, and challenging to the mind. When we do balance activities, you can allow the heels to drop. We literally balance the activity between the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. Let's do swimming dragon to the other side now. So we gather energy to the other side, bring it through the heart center, the solar plexus, the lower dantian, and begin to swim. Opening the sides of the rib cage as we stand a little taller, hands in front of the heart, elbows stacking on top of each other, hands in front of the face, hands coming up overhead as we make our way to bubbling springs. Raising up on the toes, holding the balance, and with a breath out, begin the journey of releasing the heels to the ground. And let's go one more to each direction. Gathering energy through the heart center, through the solar plexus, through the lower dantian, and swim. Heart center, in front of the face. Overhead, bubbling springs. With a breath out, release. Connect. And gather energy through the heart center, the solar plexus, the lower dantian, and swim. Feeling the rib cage open. Maybe you notice a little heat generating. Front of the face, over the head, to raise the bubbling spring. And with a breath out, to lower the heels. Connect and release.